Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So today, we're going to take a look at, all day today, we're going to take a look at a lot of the new units that are going to be coming with this celebration here on JP. Now, I guess I might as well get this out of the way. I mean, it needs to at least be addressed, yet another situation where something came first to global. Okay, so there's Goten at 720,000. It's a decent enough number, but he does stack his attack, so we definitely can get a higher number than that as we continue on, right? But every time Global releases something early, JP then gets it, but with added units, right? Now, this has happened repeatedly now, right? Hit came out on Global. It was the banner, and that is about it. Now, when it came to JP, JP got the same banner with Frost, Bodamagetta, and Hit. They also got a story event which came with a farmable Hit, a farmable Champa, Universe 6 Namekians, and a farmable Vados. The Hit and Champa in particular meant that those two units were now able to be farmed, which unfortunately Global was not able to make use of. I mean, that is a shame because it felt like they held it back, but that has happened a million times on JP as well, where Ultimate Gohan came out for us on JP, and we gave him Elder Kai's. I'm talking about the SCR Ultimate Gohan. Then, weeks later, there was a farmable Ultimate Gohan in-game. Global was able to make use of that, but JP was not. So, I don't want to say it's fair, but that's happened on both versions equally, right? And then also, of course, the big one, LR Kale and Khalifa, their banner came out. Now, I can understand not releasing Kale and Khalifa on Global when they did, because, again, Kale and Khalifa, not only are they the best unit in the game, but they're twice as good as every other unit in the game. I would, with confidence say that. So, you could not put that unit on Global 6 months ago now. 6 months before the 4-year anniversary units, it would just be foolishness. So, y'all have to understand, there's a reason why Kale and Khalifa didn't show up. But I do agree that the Universe 6 story event still could have came out at the same time, right? Then Global and JP got the Transforming Vegeta at the same time on Saiyan Day. The first time Global has ever celebrated Saiyan Day. But unfortunately, Global did not get the Copy Vegeta story event. Global did get the Father-Son Gallica and EZA, though, which was way more important. Honestly, the Copy Vegeta story event, it's not that big of a deal, but I do get why Global players are upset, because, that's another thing they didn't get, right? And then now here we are with this LR Gohan and Goten celebration, which comes with LR Gohan and Goten. It comes with the movie support Gohan, who we have on the same team here. And it also comes with LR Tech Broly. Now, it looks like JP is going to have several additions to that celebration. I love that Goten has the bag on in his sprite. See that? Okay, dude, that's cool. That's something that Dokkan, they've gotten way better at stuff like that. They actually gave him a new sprite right there. I'm telling y'all, in the past, it would have just been the same old sprite. Okay, this is good. He's getting up close to 1 million now. Not bad. Keep in mind that this is a free-to-play farmable unit, and he's right there at a 1 million attack stat. He's decent enough. I think the Trunks is going to be a little better because you could permanently stack his defense. So that might make him an interesting option on, say, the Legendary Goku event, right? Whereas Goten stacks his attack, which is cool. He'll be able to hit a lot harder than Trunks, but in the long run, I don't really think it's going to be that big of a deal, right? We have this Goten. There's also a Trunks. Now, the Trunks was already a unit previously from the story event. It is a Kid Trunks. Now, he was already an SR in the story event. What's funny is I remember grinding up that Kid Trunks and Videl, right after I first started my JP account. I have the Videl with full paths open, and she has a horrendous drop rate. So I'm glad I've already got that done. But I did hear that all these free-to-play units, they're coming from that Broly story event, right? Which covers the first Broly movie and the second Broly movie in one story event. And then in that event, I think there's going to be a new stage added with medals to awaken the Trunks. And then, you could use the Father-Son Goten and Gohan medals to awaken the new Goten farmable card, as well as the Videl. You're able to awaken Videl with Gohan's Father-Son, or the family Kamehameha medals. Those are definitely going to be a pain to grind up. I know a lot of players have been complaining about how annoying the drop rate is for those. Because, let's say you're hunting specifically for Goten medals. Almost assuredly, you're going to just grab, you know, tons of Goku and Gohan. Like, I really need 3 Goten medals. So, you know, in 5 runs, you're going to get 5 Goku medals, 7 Gohan medals, and 0 Goten medals. Like, that's how that stage is going to work. So that's, you know, very, very annoying, right? But this Broly second movie, well, I guess I can't call it the second movie story event because it's a revamp. It's you know, both the movie 8 and movie 10 in one story event. They are going to be, you know, adjusting that, and then that's how we're going to get these 3 free-to-play units. Trunks is an awakening of an already existing free-to-play unit. Same with Videl. And then, of course, we have this brand new Goten here. Now, this is, you know, something that's really good. I do like when Dokkan has these big celebrations. We've got a couple of premium units, you know, LR Broly, LR Gohan, and Goten. But then we also have, you know, some solid free-to-play units. Now, I think that, you know, Goten and Trunks, they're okay. They're okay. Trunks might have value in the Legendary Goku event, so I'm probably actually going to rainbow that Trunks and test him out in the event, just to see if he is good enough to get it done in there, right? I feel like for global players specifically, that could be a good video. Like, you know, would it be worth to put orbs into that kid Trunks to help you with the Legendary Goku event? Which, remember, you have to beat... Do you have to beat it 7 times, I think, to get all the tickets and stones from the event? I believe it's 7 times. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's 7 times. So that Kid Trunks could be useful. Like, let's say you're a global player, you pull LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, then you already know in your head that, you know, this Kid Trunks, you know, who's free to play, you could potentially use him on that team, and he'd be very good for the event. Then, of course, there's also... like, you know, the Scouter Vegeta, the physical Scouter Vegeta, who is a good unit to use for that event. So there's definitely some options that are available there. Now, this Goten, he's okay. To me, I think the best part about this is he's got that little bag, like his sprite changed. That's a big deal to me. And then the other thing I'll say, too, is that there is also going to be another EZA, it looks like, coming with this celebration. Team Dokkan already did confirm that the physical Legendary Super Saiyan Broly is going to be getting his EZA with this celebration, which a lot of us thought that was going to happen on Global at the time. Looks like that was intended to be with that celebration, but for whatever reason, they held it back from Global. I do think it's a mistake to continually do this. I mean, people, I'll say this, people do over-exaggerate with Global a lot about how Global is treated badly, when in reality, Global has not been treated badly for quite a while. I mean, there's these things that have been held back, you know, for the Global First stuff. I totally get that, but I don't think Global has been really treated like a second-class citizen. You know, Global has its own positives and negatives versus JP, which has different positives and negatives, right? Both versions are, especially now that Global is getting top-tier stuff first, like Gohan Goten and Broly, both versions are relatively the same. I don't really think there's that much difference between them, but, you know, a lot of things are going to come to JP first, just because it's older. Personally, I would love if the games would get on the same track. I think that would be the best case scenario. All right, so, you know, we've seen a bunch of the Goten. He's okay. I mean, definitely good enough to get the job done if you do want to rainbow him. He's certainly not some all-star unit, but I would say he is a usable free-to-play unit. And he's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 category teams. So, you know, you certainly could get... Well, no, he's actually... He should be on 7 category teams, because he's also going to be on Siblings Bond. So, Goten is on a lot of teams, man. So, yeah, that Siblings Bond team. It's not listed yet on the wiki, but I think he will be added to it. So, at this point, let's go ahead and take a look for the details related to this Goten. Alright, guys, so this is Fighting Curiosity Super Saiyan Goten Kid. His leader skill is Int-type enemies attack minus 40%. His super attack is the Kamehameha, which raises attack and does supreme damage to the enemy. So it is nice. You know, as I predicted, they're going to be releasing a lot more stacking units since we have this new type of event, the Legendary Goku event, which, you know, is so freaking long. I do think we'll probably see new versions of, like, these legendary events pop up at some points. The only thing is, it took them a year. Like, I'm expecting new Super Battle Road stages in the Tanabata celebration, which, you know, is unfortunate because that means it took them a full year to add new Super Battle Road stages. I don't like, that's too long. They have to, you know, hopefully they bring the next wave of Super Battle Road stages or Legendary Goku event sooner than a year. That's a little too long. Now, Goten's passive, Lesson from the Strong, is 2 ki and 50% defense. Then he gets an additional 50% attack and defense if there's a Vegeta family category ally in the team. So Goten is meant to be used alongside Kid Trunks, right? That is sort of the indication there. His links are the Innocence, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Budding Warrior, Blazing Battle, and Golden Warrior. So, you know, he has typical, like, Goten type links. Now, his 12 ki multiplier is 135%. Not horrible. Another thing that I guess should be pointed out is this is now a farmable Goten you can use to level up the essays of different, you know, Super Saiyan Goten cards. Previously, there was already an SR, you know, Goten, but now we actually have a farmable Super Saiyan one. You know, one thing they do need to work on, there's not... So, okay, previously there was only one Kid Goten that was base form, and it was that rare card. Now there's an SR, but there really does need to be an SSR or a TUR base form Kid Goten, I think. You know, because Trunks has one from the Tapion movie where he has the sword. That is an SSR in Kid form, but, you know, Goten does not have an SSR or above, you know, at the base form level. And then Goten is on a whole bunch of category teams, right? So that's the thing about some of these, like, Goten and Gohan units now. Like, they're just on so many freaking teams that, like, I just think there's a lot of value in units that are on, you know, 6, 7, 8 category teams. So Goten is on Hybrid Saiyans, Seekers of the Dragon Ball, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, the Youth category, the Super Saiyan category, and it's not listed here, but he is also on the Siblings Bond category. I'm looking at the info on DBZ Space, and Goten is there. Units that are on the Sibling Bond category that are not on Global include this Goten, Vados, and Darkness Toa. Those are units that are not on Global that are on the Sibling Bond category. Looks like the rest of it are all units, you know, that have previously been released on Global Dokkan. So those are the only real differences, right? So there is this Kid Goten. He's decent. He's a decent option for a free-to-play unit. He's nothing game-breaking, you know. He's not on the level of, you know, the Spirit Bomb Kid Goku who's coming soon to Global, or, you know, LRB Pain who's coming soon to Global. But this Goten is certainly a decent option. So thanks, guys, for watching. I'll do videos on Trunks and Videl later on today, and I'll catch you guys next time.